Right live, and I put it for 750. It's a good thing I wasn't poking my nose or anything. Catching a booger. I'd have been poking my nose or catching a booger. I would have been caught out. Anyway, so we were talking about Amstel Gold race, which is tomorrow. It's, as you can see, it's 256 kilometers, and there are 24 climbs. So I don't think it's as many couple sections as Flanders and stuff. So these are what they call the Ardennes Classics because there tend to be a lot more climbing in them. So this is why you have someone like Tadej Pogacar, who's going to be the favorite for tomorrow. Just having a look at what the course looks like. So yeah, it's a lot of up and down for the whole day, and it's going to be a tough day. I don't know who you have picked or who do you think is going to win. Um, it's just looking like it's Tadej Pogacar versus everyone else. And I'm going to start with the. This is just I put in this young man because he's had some a really good result, and he's also been very consistent as well. And he's a very talented young man, and this is definitely a course where he can do well. I don't think he has the power or the strength to beat a Pogi, to beat a Pogacar, but I think I'm pretty sure that he will be in the running. So he will come close, and if he doesn't come close, yeah, he will come close. And the crazy thing is, I'm pretty sure that this is only going to bode well for him for like next year or in the coming years. He's going to be a force to be reckoned with. I think this young man and who am I talking about? Maxim Van Gils. Yeah, he's just he almost reminds me of Remco a little bit, but like he's new to like the scene with the big boys. So this is now his time to establish himself and prove himself. He had a really good win. Which race was it? It's the race that Pitcock finished second because Pitcock didn't have such a great day, but he finished second on GC, and it's also a stage race that Pitcock should have won, but Pitcock finished second. Now he got bumped down to third because of some technical like 1 second here or something. Anyway, it's been a lot of weird stuff going on this season with the UCI. And I still didn't get that out. I didn't get these clean so I could. That's better. So yeah, so Maxim Van Gils is my outside pick to get into the top five. Will he win? I don't think he will win. Something like miraculous has to happen. Like all the other favorites to sit around and watch one another, and Maxim Gils goes up the street. But he's got a really good finish, a strong finish, and he can get over the hills. He can get over the climbs. And our next person in that top five and possibly on the podium is Mr. Walt Renard. And why do I have this picture of Walt? So I have this picture of Walt because Walt has been, it's crazy. If you look at his results, he's been on the podium in 4 major races. And the Belgian press is just killing him. Like, if I could get top 10 in any of the races that he's done this year. So he got second in Doors, the Wendelin, and yeah, that was questionable. Like a mistake was made, and somebody from Visma probably could have won that. So like he's a little disappointed because he ended up second with that. Then he just ended up second yesterday in Brabant Spiel, and it was just him versus Remco, and that was also a really good race. He showed a different type of strength. He was actually attacking and he did well and he was really strong. So you can see the progression of Walt getting better. Then he was fourth at Flanders, and then he was fourth at where's the others? Is it Gateway Become? Where's my notes too? And fourth at Paris-Roubaix, just recent Paris-Roubaix. So he's had some outstanding. These are not easy races, and then we gotta factor in that he's just come off of a massive injury back in December. So it's understandable, like Walt's probably hanging his head right about now, but it doesn't help with the press that he's getting, with the Belgian press. Oh my, I should have just put, copied some articles so you can see it and put some up here, but they are not being nice to the man. And his son, man, Walt, usually greets his son at the end of each race, and his son asks him, Daddy, you finished fourth again. He said, what happened? He said, well, Walt was just quite honest, and with his son, he said, well, there were three people faster than me. And you can't not love Walt Bernard. He seems like a very chill guy. He's had a really long battle over the years with Matthew Van Der Poel. They started from cyclocross, so these guys have been going at it since they were 15, and he's had a really long career. So, I would think Matthew Van Der Poel and Walt Bernard are probably going to start to age out in the next 3 to 4 years. You know, because they've been racing for a long time. They've been racing for a long time. So, I didn't even Matthew Van Der Poel. I didn't put him in as well. I should have had Matthew Van Der Poel in as a pick, but I didn't. So he's probably an outside pick to finish in the uh, top five and push Maxim Van Gils out. But Maxim Van Gils has a good finish. I think Maxim Van Gils, if it came down to it, could finish ahead of Pitcock. So then we got to show respect to last year's winner, Tom Pitcock, and Tom Pitcock. He won with a really, really good sprint. I was actually at Amstel Gold last year, so I got a chance to see that finish and see him finish, and that was like the last big hurrah for Ineos, him getting that victory at Amstel Gold, and that's so crazy. So Q35, so Ineos is a tier one team, so they have the different levels. Ineos is like a world tour team, and 3Q36.5 is just a pro tour team. And to have a pro tour team going into the race with the rider wearing number one on the back, so that's a huge honor. And basically, they get put at the front of the race when the race starts. So that's pretty, like, for a pro tour team, having the number one rider or the rider wearing the number one from last year. So, like I said, that's going to be off the hook to see Tom Pickup wearing that number one tomorrow, and we'll see what he can do. And he's been going good. He's riding strong. Yesterday in Brabant's Pill, he just missed that move. I feel like if he had been in that move, he would have been able to stay a little bit longer than what's his name? His name is Joseph. I think it's Joseph Backhouse. I think is his name, and he would have probably been able to stay a bit longer. But he missed that move, and Tom Pickock's the type of guy, like, he makes a mistake right there for you to see it, and then he usually comes back and corrects it. So that's what's cool about Tom Pickock. So looking forward to Pickock to see what he's gonna do. And the other, Remco Evenepoel, fresh race back, Brabantspiel, fresh race back, and he's just coming out firing. He beat Wout Van Aert in a sprint yesterday. So do I have it here? So this is the sprint. Remco yesterday he out sprinted Wout Van Aert at the top of Brabant's at the top of the climb at the Brabantspiel. So, but tomorrow it's a little different. It's going to be a lot harder. This is going to be a much bigger test for Remco, much bigger test, and it's a matter of making sure that he gets into the right moves, creating the moves. It's going to be pure fireworks tomorrow, and I think the race is going to get sorted from a whole lot earlier. I mean, a definitive group from maybe 80 to 100 kilometers out. It's going to be a definitive group getting things done. And just, yeah, it's going to be a fire race tomorrow. So if you can, you need to be watching it, because it's going to be exciting. And then obviously, last but not least, Tadej Pogacar. I mean, it's not who can beat him; it's how do you beat him. That's the thing. How do you beat him? How and where? And the thing is, he's going to have a strong team surrounding him tomorrow. Let's look at who's Tadej's team is surrounding him tomorrow. Races, and we need to go to Amstel Gold. It's so weird, like not being at all the races, like because I was at every race last year, and we're not at every race this year. Anyway, so we need to go to Amstel Gold and start list. So, like I said, I'm just looking at a Q36.5. They have the first team on the list that you see, because Tom Pidcock is the defending champion, and he's got Nicholas Zawalski backing him up. Was that Excalibur McCall, Fabio Christian, Mark Donovan, Milan Berra, and Emils Lippens. So that's going to be the guys that's going to be supporting Tom Pidcock. That's going to be supporting Tom Pidcock tomorrow. Now let's have a look at Tadej Pogacar. Who's Tadej Pogacar's support in Team UAE Emirates XRG? So like one of his main attendants is going to be Tim Wellens. Like he's a big ruler. And then you got Felix Grobskotna. I hope I pronounced that right. Brandon McNulty, Jonathan Navarez, Donovan Novak, and Pavel Sikov. That's like, you got a combination of flat power, flat, strong power that can protect in the crosswinds on the open sections, and then you got the climbing power of like Navarez and Pavel Sivkov. So he's, Brandon McNulty could do everything. He's a good all-rounder. So Tadej's got a really strong team, and we want to go into, let's look at Remco. Who's supporting Remco Evenepoel? And his team is actually pretty far down on the, what's his number? What's numbers? So the lower the numbers the team gets, it's the higher that they are ranked. So their group of numbers start at 70. So Remco's going to be wearing 71 if you're looking for Remco. And who's Remco got supporting him tomorrow? He's got In Van Wilde, Louis Verdevecchi, Pep Rendrick, Maximilian Scheckman, Amore Van Easement, and Pascal Acorn. And that's like he also those everyone I've just mentioned is like, these guys have a real strong depth of riders around them. Maxim Van Gils. Maxim Van Gils goes in with wearing number 81, so he's leading Red Group. He's leading Red Bull Bodo Hansgrohe tomorrow. He's going to be the favorite for the team to do well for the team tomorrow. And supporting Maxim Van Gils is Roger Adria, and then you have Finn Fisher Black. And the crazy thing about Finn Fisher Black, he's a super support, but he also an outside, chance to just do well. Like if someone lets him slip up the road, that could be all she wrote. Yeah, Alexander Hajek, Jonas Cook, Jonas Cook, Mike Van Dyke, and Tim Van Dyke. So I believe those two are related. So that's who's supporting Maxim Van Gils. And then you got Thibaut Nice, he's going to be the favorite for Jake Track Little. Who else are we looking at that we haven't? Michael Matthews is always in there, but I think it's just a bit too much climbing for Michael Matthews tomorrow. Who else? And then said Walt Van Aert. Who's supporting Walt Van Aert? You got Teaspoon, Daniel McClay, Ben Tulit, Attila Volta, Tush Van der Sand, and Dylan Van Barrow. So, yeah, no, I thought Matteo would be in there, but he can't do everything. So I thought Matteo Jorgensen would have been in there supporting Wolf and but it's sort of good that Matteo's not in there because Matteo's at probably at about the uh, same level, the same strength as well. So it'll be sort of, it will take away from a little bit, and everyone's supporting him, so they don't gotta split their support. So that's my little outlook at tomorrow's race and how it, what's going on, who's gonna do what, and you know what, I'm gonna mention him, my man Alaphilippe riding for Tour de Pros cycling, he hasn't done anything really. He's just really been support of the other riders and the younger riders on on the team, which is like that's pretty dope. That's pretty dope. Like to see uh, Alaphilippe, two-time world champion. Is it two-time or three-time? I know you won it back to back, but two-time world champion, and he's like nurturing the younger riders coming through. And I think once Alaphilippe leaves to the pro cycling, I think to the pro cycling will have definitely gone to the next level because he's already, had a couple instances where he's actually helped uh, some of the younger riders in that team to to actually win like stages in our races. I can't remember the stage, but it was one rider he helped. But Mark Hershey is wearing the number 11. So I think Mark Shashi must have finished second or third last year. That's why he gets number 11 ahead of everyone else, why his number is so high. Walt Van Aert, Walt finished last year. But I think, Team Visma Elizabeth gets that spot because they were second or third in the final of last year. And yeah, so that's about it. That's my analysis of what's going to happen tomorrow, and these are your riders that I think might be going to bring the business tomorrow. So I hope you can tune in and watch the race. I think usually when the races are big like this, they show them really early so you can see the whole race and you don't miss any of the action. And another thing is I hope they do that with the ladies race as well because they do the ladies dirty. They don't show like they three-quarters of the race would have passed, and then they bring the ladies' race on, so you miss any key moments in the ladies' race. Um, and just off the top of my head, for the it's cool, so I don't have to go. I was gonna go back. So for the ladies' race, it's only 157 kilometers. It's only 157 kilometers. 157 kilometers. What did you see? The start list. There you go. Start list. And Visma Lisa bike gets number one because of the finish that happened last year, where isn't Lado Kopaki is it Blanca Boss? I can't remember. Is it Blanca Boss? But I was right there, and I was like they had the fence up, and the whole SD Works team like literally came right in front of me, and I can't remember who it was. I think it was Blanca Block. It wasn't Lorena Weavers. I think it was Blanca Boss. It could have been Blanca Boss, but she was distraught because she basically had won the sprint. But what did she do? She put her hands up early in celebration, and in that, Mariana Voss kept sprinting through the line and pipped her by probably like the width of a tire. And yeah, she was distraught. The whole team was consoling her and trying to help her get over the moment. But it should be a really good race tomorrow. If Louise gets over the climbs tomorrow, then she could be in for a shot. But I don't think it's a race for Weebers. It's just too much climbing. I think Mariana Voss will be there again. Who else we got to look out for? Kessia Doma. She's going to be there. Uh, Ashley Mullerman, she could be in for a show tomorrow. Puck Peter C is obviously the favorite for Phoenix de Kunik. You got Demi Vollering, after Suez. And that's what I wanted to talk about after Suez and Martelak. Martelak went to, she left Certivitz and then went to Team SD Works. I think Modelac should have went to like SD Suarez to support Demi Vollering, because well, what happened there is that she would have been supporting Demi Vollering, but she would have got more opportunities to win. Lucinda Brand little track. Um, let me see. Elisa Longoborghini. She's probably one of my favorite pick for tomorrow. And who else? So that's like my top picks. There's quite a few ladies racing tomorrow, but that's my top picks for the ladies tomorrow. And I didn't get my because I wanted to get on for a certain time. I was running out of time. So apologies to the ladies for not having their pictures up tomorrow. But tomorrow should be an exciting race. So like I said, the ladies race is 157 kilometers. They start at Maastricht and finish in Berg as well. And that's the men start at in Maastricht and finish in Berg and Entrobit. I think it's Entrobit. And so I'm learning Belgium now. So like, my words are getting up there. So grab your Feisten. I think that's bikes. So yeah, it's just crazy. I got so much words in my head, but I'm not able to put it together. So hopefully in about 6 months, I could come on here and I could just, I could drop some lyrics on you, some lyrical knowledge of my learning. Let me see what words I have. I'm gonna. No, we don't want there. There's one here because what it is, people like talk about Duolingo, say it's not that great or whatever. So what I do is I use it because it's free, but at the same time, I don't just go through them. I write. I try to write everything down. So basically, let me see if I can say this. Je lent and roet aan het feesten. I think it's fietsen. Fietsen, yeah, fietsen. Je bent en route en het fietsen. You are biking a route. So that's what all the pro riders are going to be tomorrow. They're going to be je bent en route en het fietsen. And I'm really excited about learning this Belgian, and it's tough, but it's also exciting. I'm pretty motivated. I'm just trying to find some more words for you. Find something like that's related, like says something about bikes. Let's see. Okay. This is okay. The cook and the ober zijn someone and het fietsen. So that's supposed to say the cook and the waiter are cycling together. The cook in the Uber zijn someone and het fietsen. I think that's it. I think if I said it wrong, someone's gonna call me out on it. And that's to Zone 5 Media. It's gonna be fireworks tomorrow. I just can't wait. I thank you for tuning in, and if you hit the like button, I really appreciate you. So I'm just trying to make a fool of myself, and I'm saying some of the Belgian like or Dutch I have been learning. Trying to find another little phrase that might be relatable to, the stream and everything. So, and so I guess this could be related to my man Walt Renard, because the newspapers have not been nice. So that's why I picked this little one. It says, nu zijn we den krant en het lezen. Nu zijn we de krant en het lezen, which basically says, now we are reading the newspapers, and there's far too much stuff in the newspapers about Walt Bernard. Let the man do his thing. He's coming back from recovery. I think he's going to do fantastic tomorrow. It's going to be hard pressed to beat POGACAR. Basically, it's just too much climbing in it. but I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do. And I have an outside feeling that Wout can possibly get onto the podium tomorrow. So anyway, enough of that. I've enjoyed this little bit and really looking forward to tomorrow. Anyone that's tuned in, I really appreciate you. And make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, because trust me, you want to be on this journey, because Say With Your Legs Media is about to, for 2026, we will be in the house. We will be, you will see us. We will be a lot more visible, and a lot more people will see what we're coming with and what we are doing. So I just wanted to drop one picture of basically our aspiration and dreams for Say It With Your Legs Media. Is it that far back? Did I make it that long ago? Couldn't I? That's almost like a couldn't run. Well, it sounded like the words are just coming into my head now. So the picture that I want to show you, my little promo for my media company. And of course, because I want to show it to you, I can't find it. But that's how it goes sometimes. So next time I have to be better prepared so that I can show it. And no, it's not there. All right. Anyway, really appreciate everyone that popped in, listen to me give my synopsis. Hit the like button, people. It's free. It helps the algorithm. It really helps the algorithm, people. Helps me get going because, yeah. Anyway, I need to go. Shave this off and get beautiful tomorrow so I can check out the race. Anyway, peace out, people. See you after the race tomorrow. And yeah, if it's anything like Paris-Roubaix, I probably need to get some rest. I need to get some sleep so I can have some energy to deal with what's coming. Alrighty, later.